Well, hey guys, and welcome to Texas, where it is hot and windy. Oh my goodness gracious, I hope that you can hear me through everything in this video. So here's my thing. Today we're going to talk about somebody that most people that I have, read comments on says is vile. And no, we're not talking about Katie Joy, we're talking about REN. So I have a couple of opinions and a couple of statements. So if you don't mind sticking with me, just hear me out. And y'all, before I even go any further, y'all make sure you go down there and subscribe to me so that I can do more videos like this and on Katie Joy and on Amber Lynn and all my crazy videos. Y'all go down there and subscribe to me. I don't promote myself a lot, but I'm going to in this video, okay? So y'all just stick with me. Okay, so most people consider REN a vile person because yes, he has said some horrible things about people, and especially women. That's just something that triggers him, I think, in my opinion. And everything in this video, whenever I give my statements, is just going to be opinions and opinions only. So I watched a couple of his lives because I'm out here free worming my horses, and what I mean by that is when they come up to me and I'm allowed to get a lead rope on them, I worm them. So it's taken a few hours and I've had a few hours to kill, so I've just been listening to REN. So he does this live where he is wanting to stop the beef with the anti-KJ community, and I was so proud of him. I really was. I was like, okay, this is something that, I can listen to. So in this live, this man talked about his ego. And he talked about how his ego gets in the way. And how he says things that he shouldn't say. He says things that he wouldn't say to his daughter or his mother or anything like that. He talks about his past, where he comes from, and the reason why he says the things that he says. Now, there's no good reason to say hateful things to people. There really isn't. There's no excuse for that whatsoever at all. But I continued listening to REN, and I had just a positive outlook on this. I really did. I was like, okay, we're going to come so far. He apologized to people. He really did. He went on there and he admitted his wrongs. And he talked in a very calm voice. There wasn't all the yelling and the cussing and things like that. He was very, in my mind, trying to be very respectful in his own way. In the REN way, he was trying to be very respectful. And so I continued listening to his live. And he had a couple of people on his live that, I'm going to talk about. But he went in and he was, like I said, he was somebody I could actually listen to. He was somebody I could actually put up with, somebody that I could actually somewhat enjoy whenever he was talking about it, because to me, he was talking from the heart. Now, I could be completely wrong on this, and y'all stick with me because not everything on here is positive. So, as I continue listening on, he says that, he doesn't have any information whenever it comes to Charlotte's kids and grandkids. And that is one thing that is really big. I would never want anybody doxxed whatsoever at all. I wouldn't even want to put that forth that, somebody could be doxxed. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants the threat of that. Nobody wants the fear of that. That's just something you just do not want. So with him admitting that he doesn't have anything on them, that was a great step for him. And let me just go ahead, and I'm going to interrupt and I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all are not going to agree with me. I can almost guarantee you're not going to agree with me. But I find him very interesting. And let me tell you the reason why I find REN interesting. And I'm not saying that I like him. I'm not saying that I don't like him. But hear me out. Like I said, just hear me out. So, he is a man that came into the anti-KJ community, and he single-handedly split people apart. He went into people's lives and he made comments that, you know, made people uncomfortable. I mean, heck, right now it's going around, you know, just block REN. Just block him. When he goes into your lives and starts saying things, just block him. But he went in and he caused separation in the anti-KJ community. And not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people have done that. And there are people that are on REN's side, there are people that are not on REN's side, and me, I'm not taking sides whatsoever at all, because that's not what I do. I don't take sides. But in his live, he wanted to end all that. And he was, like I said, he was really respectful, and I commend him on that. I do. I'm thankful for that. And as a person that doesn't like drama, it's kind of like one of these things where you just want it all to end, and when somebody goes to end the drama, it's just a relief. It really is. So with him being so interesting to me, it just causes me to think how easily this community can be destroyed, how easily this community can be, you know, sidetracked by somebody. And I'm going to say sidetracked because this man can post whatever he wants to post. He can say whatever he wants to say, and it gets so many people riled up. And drama sells. Drama really does sell. Drama really does, you know, do a lot. So I go on and I'm listening to him, and he has somebody on there, and I can't remember her name, I'm sorry. But, you know, she was telling him to be more respectful. She was telling him he needs to watch how he approaches things, and I completely agree with her. Now, when it came to Waxy coming on there, he apologized to Waxy for things that had been said. Now, I haven't been following the anti-KJ community for about a month now. I really haven't. I've been down and doing my own thing, and, you know, just down with arthritis pretty much is what's been happening to me. So I don't know everything that's going on, but apparently he said some horrible things to Waxy, or about Waxy, and he apologized to her, and he allowed Waxy to talk. He didn't talk over her at all. He allowed her to say what she needed to say, and he went on about it. And I'm appreciative of that, because I believe when you're on a live stream, I believe that you should allow people to talk, and I believe you should allow the opinions out there. So I'm going through and I'm like, yay, way to go, REN, way to go. I'm so proud of you. And then my next one comes up, and it is about Little Red and her drinking. And I was just taken back. I really was. I was listening to a man that had just went from being calm and respectful and apologetic to somebody that was yelling and screaming. And he was asking his chat, you know, do you agree that I should be talking about this or not? He was asking people these questions. Well, allegedly gets on there, and she, you know, was saying that this isn't something that needs to be talked about. Well, it upset him, and he was yelling at allegedly. Now, if you're going to have a live stream and you're going to invite people in, you got to realize that you've got to have thicker skin. You honestly, REN, you have to have thicker skin to do YouTube, because there are going to be people that don't agree with you. There are going to be people that don't like you. There are going to be people that just really despise you, and you have to get used to that. You cannot allow your past and your just ferocity to come into anything whenever it comes to doing this. Now, I understand your audience may like it, your audience may enjoy it, but there's more of your audience, in my opinion, that doesn't enjoy it. So, talking about her, Little Red's drinking problem, he said he started a GoFundMe to try to get her in rehab. Let me give you my opinion on this, okay? And my opinion is that this never should have happened. You know, if he did this, this never should have happened. And the reason why this never should have happened is because he was even talking, saying that he's gotten drunk. And people get drunk. People really do. Some people, you know, enjoy alcohol. And so whenever it comes down to it, maybe she just drinks on her live streams. I don't know. I don't watch Little Red. but maybe she just drinks on her live streams to calm her down. Maybe she just decides to have a drink because it's a night to where it has just been absolutely frustrating, overwhelming, and everything else. And I understand feelings like that because, you know, I own a horse ranch. So I understand that. So you asking the question, does Little Red have a drinking problem? I think that should have been handled behind the scenes. I understand that you contacted Little Red and wanted her opinion on it, but Little Red didn't want to give you an opinion, obviously. She didn't contact you back. She wanted to leave it alone. Because if she wanted your help and wanted you to make a live stream on it, she probably would have said so. She probably would have said, hey, yes, you know, okay, wait. Most people with drinking problems, they don't admit it. But if she didn't have a drinking problem, then, you know, she probably would have responded to you saying, look, there's nothing wrong with me, or she just doesn't want to talk to you. I mean, that's a possibility. There's a lot of people that don't want to talk to you. And so you can't get upset about it. And doing live streams on it, I understand that you said that this is something that people need to speak up about, because if she does have, you know, a drinking problem, you want to bring it to the forefront, but it's not really your business. It's not really your place. And this is my opinion, 100% my opinion. So I went from watching a man that was wanting to make amends with the anti-KJ community, and then all of a sudden I'm watching a man that is completely changing. Sorry, it's really windy out here. It's like it wants to blow you away. I'm gonna let the wind die down just for a second. You can see my hair blowing in the wind. It's really windy out here. So when you're going from somebody who's really respectful and somebody who's calm, because even in your comments you said I don't want any profanity whatsoever at all, and then you use profanity. You said the F word, I know that. And let me tell you, I couldn't make it through the live about Little Red. I could not do it because I couldn't believe what I was listening to. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I just absolutely couldn't. I couldn't imagine myself if I was in her situation and I was doing lives and I wanted to have a couple of drinks. I couldn't imagine somebody putting it out there that I have a drinking problem. That would shatter me, 100% shatter me. And so that's something you should actually really consider. If you want to help somebody, if you truly want to help somebody, I mean, in his comments, he was saying, y'all post down there to where you can get help. Post links to where you can, you know, find help if that's what you need. Well, not a lot of people, especially alcoholics, they're not going to sit here and go, yeah, I'm watching your stream, which means I need to get help. That's not what they do. You know, alcoholics need a lot more help than that. They need a lot more help than just a stream. So I'm not saying that Little Red has a problem. I would never say that because, like I said, I don't watch her. I don't have any, I'm guilty of that. I'm just going off of what Ren said and what Ren did. That's 100% it. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, we have gone from a man that I could listen to and a man that I was proud of to a man that I didn't want to listen to anymore. I didn't want his content playing across my earphones because I wear earphones when I'm working with my horses. That's not what I wanted. And so I want to also just go ahead and say, guys, I hope y'all are still with me. I really do. I know it's really windy out here. And I know that, you know, REN can be a really touchy subject. And I know REN can bother a lot of people. And I have, you know, been in some of the chats where REN has said some things that are not very nice at all, especially when it comes to women. But, so I'm on vacation. Okay, I'm going to add this in here. I'm on vacation. And REN comments on one of my videos. And REN decides he wants to talk to me. Okay, that's fine. I'm one of these people. I will talk to anybody. I will. I will have a conversation with anybody as long as it's civil. As long as it is a civil conversation. My babies are up front. Y'all see this? We're walking to them. I will have a civilized conversation with somebody with no yelling, no screaming, no cuss words, none of that. And if I was to talk to REN, I would be the person that whenever I say I don't know, I mean I don't know. Because I don't know a lot of what was going on in the community. I don't know a lot of what has been said. I don't know a lot of what has been done. I really don't. Because like I said, I haven't been following it. But REN wanted to talk to me and, you know, try to get his side of the story out. And that's perfectly fine. I'm a small channel. I really am. And honestly, if you look at my views, I don't get that many views. So why is it this man needs to talk to me? Why would he want to talk to me? Is it because I'm part of the anti-KJ community? Is that what it is? Why would he even take the time out to, you know, even notice me, besides I tagged him in a video? To me, that just means he's wanting more and more people to know his story, whatever his story may be. His story may be that he, you know, is a really good person, but he just comes across wrong and he doesn't know how to talk to people. He doesn't know how to approach people. And I have an autistic child, and I'm not saying that REN is, but I have an autistic child, so I know how it is when, you know, somebody doesn't know how to approach somebody or somebody doesn't know how to do something. I know how that is. And so, you know, I have that capability of talking to people that are like that. I have the capability of talking to people that, you know, don't respect or don't understand how to carry on a full conversation. Now, I know that people also say, you know, don't have anything to do with him. Don't talk to him, leave him alone. He's just antagonizing everybody. He's just trying to start something. And I understand that as well. I 100% understand that. But at the same time, I start thinking to myself, which man is it? Honestly, which man is it that I would be talking to? Would I be talking to the man that is respectful, calm, delivering his message in an appropriate way? Or would I be talking to the man that wants to yell and wants to scream and wants to say vile things to people? And you can't say that. I understand that you said you did this live on Little Red's drinking because you wanted to help her. I understand that, but in my eyes, you did that for content. That's why you did that. You didn't do it to actually help Little Red. You did it for content, and you did it because you wanted something to talk about. That's the way I look at that. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I've been known to be wrong, but that's just the way I see that. So for the people that don't like REN and can't stand REN, I wanted to come on here and I wanted to film it that he did something and did a live to where I think he did it right. I really do. I think he did it right whenever he was apologizing to everybody and telling everybody it was his ego and telling everybody that, you know, it's just where he's from and stuff like that. I think he did that right. But I think he's going backwards. I really do. I think he's going to the point to where, once again, people are not going to want to watch him. People are not going to want anything to do with him. 100%. I think that when you're telling somebody, and this is something that I remember, when you're telling somebody that, you know, they're not attractive enough to be SA'd, you are going way too far. You have pushed your limits. And from what I understand in the whole Waxy thing, you were talking about her private parts, and that's never appropriate. Never in one. I didn't see the stream, I didn't watch it, but it's never appropriate when you do that. In my eyes, in my opinion, it is not appropriate at all. So guys, whatever you may think of REN, is what you think of REN. Honestly, you're going to hear my horses in the background because that's what they do. And like I said, I understand REN can be a very, I don't want to use the word nasty, but I start thinking of the word nasty whenever I talk about it because of the simple fact that he says a lot of things that most people wouldn't even dream of saying. They really wouldn't dream of even saying it. It wouldn't come to somebody's mind whatsoever at all. But it came to his mind. He said it. Now he should take full responsibility for everything he said, in my opinion. And whenever it comes to, you know, the women that he talks to, I think he should have more respect. Like I said, especially with women, I think he should have a lot more respect. So guys, y'all can have your opinions. Like I said, let me know your opinions and leave them down in the comments. If you like REN, if you don't like REN, leave them down in the comments what you think. And I will continue when I can to watch him and see exactly what he's up to. And if it ever comes down to it and I go live with REN, my son's getting in my camera view here. If I ever go live with REN, I just want to put it out there that 1, I don't know how. 2, I'm not technically advanced. 3, I would want complete and total respect. 100% respect. I would want this man to understand that I don't know everything, and I'm just talking off of what I hear and what I know. I am just a girl in a field, or right now walking around, filming what I've heard, what I've listened to, what I've seen, and that's what I would want him to know. So, would I go live with REN? Probably. And the reason why for that is because I'm not really scared to talk to people. But at the same time, would I go and decide that, hey, I'm canceling this out, I'm done talking, I'm not doing this anymore, you are hurting me mentally? I would most definitely do that. I would most definitely say that I'm done. I would hang up and I would move on to my next thing. And plus, I can't do lives at night because I'm busy. I'm really busy. That's my feeding routine. And then that's my time with my kids. As you can tell, my kid is wanting my attention. And you know, usually we're working with horses. So I'm going to go play with my kid right now. And we're going to go have some fun. But I wanted to film this about, you know, REN and just how he is. And my feelings and my opinions on it. So I hope that y'all have a wonderful day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this. And y'all, remember to smile and have a good day, no matter what the subject is. And go down there and subscribe to me, because I like doing different videos on different people. And I really film on things that bother me and things that, you know, touch me. And things that get me riled up. Honestly, that's what I like to do. And REN got me riled up. He really did. But all right, guys, I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. Like I said, remember to smile and remember to have just the most greatest possible attitude that you could possibly have. Make somebody else smile, because it can change a lot. All righty, guys, I'm going to go play with my kid and my horses, because they're back at the round pen, and we're gonna do what we normally do. We're just gonna do it together. Alrighty, guys, that was my son. Bye.